Hello and welcome to the back nine of round 2 of the 2025 Discraft Great Lakes Open presented by Garrett J. Verberg Company, a candy company. We're in Milford at the Tobaggan course. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hotkeys.
Honk. We are.
We're out here on a windy day where honestly we should be migrating, but we're not.
Yeah.
Instead, we're playing toboggan.
We're putting in the work, you know?
We are putting in the work. And it doesn't feel comfortable out there. You can hear the wind, you can see the branches moving around, but you don't know where it's coming from. It's just a big bowl, and our lead card is definitely feeling that, watching these discs elevator up and down. We've watched Holyn Handley move a little bit back and forth. She got an eagle and then followed it up with a double bogey, but she is still holding on to the lead right now and looking confident. Hole 10 is one that you just kind of want to get through. Holyn, though, one of the few players that can attack and get all the way to this landing zone where it bubbles out a little bit. The OB on the left and right side become a little more forgiving. The further you get, of course, the easier it is to get to this green where the OB is inside the circle. I would say about 40% of the circle. It's a pretty tough green if you can't bite a bunch off the tee shot.
It is pretty insane to go from absolutely zero OB to this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, and the wind just takes advantage of Owen's disc, shoves it straight.
Yeah, she's surprised.
Yeah, that smacked it down.
Holyn was able to get so far yesterday, and she puts some great power on this one. That's really good.
And man, look at that thing just go up and down.
Yeah. And she threw that so hard, too, and it still got messed with like crazy.
I mean, we're really just flying kites with no strings out here. It's really crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
On the windy days. I want to take a quick poll in the comments. Would you rather play in rain or 25 mile per hour wind? Which one's worse to you?
Are you saying sustained rain? Like no breaks?
Sustained rain
okay.
Or sustained 25 mile per hour wind? Let us know in the comments. We're curious.
Wow. Owen really not able to get much distance with that one either. All you can do is laugh or you'll cry, you know?
Yep. What do you think? What do you choose?
Me?
Mm-hmm. I choose rain.
I
all
think
day.
Rain as well. I do like want to qualify it. Like, we talking a sprinkle? Or we talking like a downpour?
No, like a medium amount. Yeah,
a mid rain.
Just like a regular rain.
I'd take rain.
Paige trying to work this. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Man, that disc is incredible. It just flies so straight and so gentle with no fade. She's on the putting green. Holyn's second shot is no big deal. She's so far off the tee, even with that wind action.
Yeah, I see why they tighten it up with people playing it like this.
Legit. Owen still has some work left to do, though. This is a bit of a scary shot, but that's great. I feel like this camera angle doesn't do it justice on how skinny this green truly is.
Bummer. Really just knocked aside by the pole on that one.
Nice par from Owen after the wind did not have her back. Holyn just inside the bullseye. She's going to be one of 6 birdies on the day today. This hole with 24 OB strokes out of our field of 46 competitors.
Rough.
Yep. And it looks like just over 40% of the field with a bogey or worse.
Missy also with that tap in birdie. Silva Sarnan ahead on hole 11, making big putts as she does. All of the par 3s again are pretty much bonus birdies, and that's a really good one to hit. Holyn gonna extend her lead to 4 strokes. Hole 11, we saw Silva just birdie a difficult tee shot going through this narrow gap that the drone is going to fly, this right side one. You see backhands, I would say mostly you see kind of straight shots. Your inclination is to want to turn it to the right, but it's so easy to overturn or mess with the gap that way. So just kind of throwing it straight down there, leaving yourself a putt. If you have a powerful enough sidearm, I do think that play feels a little bit safer, but you need Holyn level power to find the circle. Most sidearms, if they make it through the gap, are finding like circle 2 maybe. It's a far shot. And yeah, when I came through, it must have been a head. Like, it was flipping the discs all over.
Yeah.
Flipping them up.
Yeah, it was a screaming headwind. It was weird to see Silva make that putt and the flags be slack because this was the windiest spot on the course for my card.
Yeah.
The wind was ripping up this tunnel, and once you got out onto the green, the flags were all just like stiff, straight out, flapping. So very surprising and cool to see Silva find a little dead zone of wind and capitalize on that huge putt.
Missy, going to get down there nicely. Probably going to be obstructed, but it should be, I think, an easy par. Owen was able to park this yesterday with a huge flexing sidearm, and she's looking to do it again today.
Oh my gosh.
Insane.
That's so cool.
She's got this one freaking dialed. And
yeah, her shot shape's good. Yeah, the nose angle's good. But hitting this gap is so hard.
Especially on like a force turn.
Yeah, the camera really does not do this one justice. It's so narrow and so far away. So the fact that she's hitting it on a perfect angle is pretty cool.
And bullseye twice in a row?
Yeah. No one's doing that. Paige just a little early, and that branch not going to be forgiving at all. It drops her straight down. I think she will have a wide open approach, kinda.
Yeah, not the worst look, but not really comfortable with this wind messing with it.
Oh, man.
And we saw Holyn putt from there yesterday. Leaves it a bit of a low ceiling.
Yeah, it really takes control of that flippier putter. Missy just chipping out, not quite as far left as she wants, but she's inside the circle and looks like she did the best she could do.
Holyn from, looks like just outside the circle, giving it a go. Ooh, nice putt.
Finally. She's been cindered up all day. Just a teeny bit high or low. Love to see this one dropping.
Ooh, Missy leaving that one high. Similar distance coming back for the bogey. I think Missy only had the one bogey yesterday, finding a few more today, as will happen in the tougher conditions.
Own the only player to park the hole today, one of only 3 on the weekend, 2 of them being her. There was only 4 birdies today as well. I'll shout them out real quick. Elise Remidling, Rebecca Cox, and Silva Sarnen we got to watch from Circle 2. Rebecca Cox, one of the only birdies yesterday as well. Pretty cool.
We're coming back to Hornets Nest. This is the site of the Pro Tour Championship several years in a row. The huge battle between Nathan Queen and Drew Gibson, where Haley King took down the very first ever $20,000 prize. Several incredible battles, but the history, of course, was built 1996 to 1997 by Stan McDaniel, Hall of Famer, 3-time Masters World Champion. Speaking of World Champion, we've had World Champions crowned out there. 2012, Paul McBeth won his first of 6. We had the beginning of Jomez. Jomez started at that very World Championships in 2012 by filming Paul McBeth in that final 9. But we've also had the 1984 World Championships, the 1997 World Championships. So many huge events have taken place there in this public park that you can just go out and play anytime you want. Charlotte disc golf has been a staple in the world of disc golf since I came into the sport. Some of their design philosophies have shaped the sport of disc golf, whether you know it or not. One of the very first elevated baskets was in Charlotte, North Carolina at Renaissance Park. Dog legs that require specific landing zone accuracy to turn 90 degrees in a different direction. And so disc golf in Charlotte and disc golf go hand in hand. There's a reason why it's been considered the mecca by so many people. The number of courses, the range of challenge and difficulty, the community, the local club, all the events, the fact that you can play nearly year-round makes Charlotte truly a great destination and hotspot for the sport. It brings me so much happiness to officially announce that the tour is coming back to Charlotte, North Carolina, a place where it truly belongs. I can't wait to have everyone come back to my home city to play another event and sleep in my own bed. But disc golf, the Pro Tour, and Charlotte all belong together. You good? Yeah. I'm in.
Hole 12, a par 3 with a new pin position. We are going to be playing the A position for the last time today. We'll move back over to the B, which is where we played last year, tomorrow, and the final day of the event. This A position is just a little bit shorter, I think 15 feet or 25 feet shorter. It's a little bit more of a turning shot. You have to contend with this tree on the left in particular. You see a lot of shots coming in low and hopefully getting some ground play to get inside the circle. There was wind on this hole today. I believe it was left to right.
We did see more birdies yesterday on this one than we saw in the entire tournament last year on over 4 rounds. So definitely a good change. I do think that we should just leave it there all 4 rounds.
Yeah, I like that for FPO.
Holyn finding that last guardian tree, but both going to be putting. No one told Paige we're going to the short basket.
Yeah, she's up almost. No, she's on the green.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great shot, but I think she's obstructed. Oh, nice shot from Missy. Going to find the inside of the circle.
You know how good Missy's shot is by how much her ponytail swings as she walks off the tee pad? If she's happy, that thing is swinging.
Bobbing. Yeah. It's weaving.
All in giving it a good bid.
Man, is that true? It makes me want to go back and...
Oh, just watch from now on.
You're right. I think you're right.
I know I'm right.
Yeah. I mean, you're never wrong, so I know you're right, too.
I really love patterns. Oh, man.
Oh, little teeny window.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was this obstructed over here.
Man, Paige is not quite able to convert. She's so close all day, and that can be so frustrating.
Oh, man.
Missy, after a kind of short missed putt on the last one, unable to convert this one as well.
And the last one's frustrating because it's flat ground, but you have to like remind yourself over and over again on these greens not to get frustrated because the hills really do affect the way that you putt.
Absolutely.
Sometimes your knee feels like it's almost in the way and you have to change to a straddle, and you're doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
And you start thinking about it and you're like, wait, should I be practicing my hill putts more? And yeah, it
sounds like you were thinking about it a lot.
No, but I can just empathize.
I'm
sure great today.
It does feel different.
Yeah.
And so how many of we should count how many of the pins are on a hilly surface.
I feel like it shows a lot by the fact that Onge is struggling with the uphill putts. Like she's the best putter in the world, and even she's having a hard time with just like these very steep slopes. Here's Kat Murch ahead on the 15th. This new tee pad.
Speaking of steep slopes.
Yeah, new par 5. She makes it around the corner. She might be in the rough. We'll see what she's working with.
Yeah, super far shot.
We're going to watch Danny Clyden as well.
Yeah, you're trying to just get near that old tee pad. It used to be a par 4 from up there. Danny going to be just a little bit short of where you want to land, but a solid shot.
Yeah. I like that play. It sets herself up really nicely to this biggest gap on
Yeah.
the second part of the fairway.
And she's got a great forehand.
She sure does.
Oh, Kat, able to get a full run up. Also going forehand. Really nice play on the second shot.
Yeah, biting off a lot of distance, and that's what you have to do for a birdie here. Danny,
Going for it.
she's going high risk shot here.
Very high risk. That left side rough is an absolute nightmare. She's just on the edge of it. This is always such a strange shot. It looks so close, but it's still so technical. Wow.
Man, those are two really great shots. It's so easy to to turn your disc over or to just crash in that left side rough. Oh,
Oh, is she gonna?
is she gonna do it?
She got those Berg back-to-back shots. Wow. Was that at Idlewild that she got
Yeah,
those? And
yeah.
now she does it again.
2 throw-ins at the last event. I hope she's paying that disc.
That's insane. What a birdie. And this one averaged, I want to say, half a stroke over par yesterday. It's playing difficult.
Yeah, today almost that again.
Wow. Some highlight birdies there. Glad we got to see them. Cat Merch now 6 down with that one.
Yeah, shooting up the leaderboard, 12 spots.
Wow. Hole 13, a downhill par 4. One of the easier par 4s. Still not an easy tee shot by any means, but it's nice and short. And at 526, if you can almost get eagle looks. Like we've seen them in the past. A big forehand is a great play to get into this tunnel. You see a lot of backhands as well. Sometimes some conservative kind of low speed shots straight at the ground right before the tunnel. Or sometimes you see some big, huge turning backhand shots. Pick your poison and live with it. If you're going to make a mistake, kind of late right is the way to go. There's some gaps through there.
Oh, and showing us the forehand. She's going to catch a few of those branches of that main guardian tree and settle down. That's a fine spot to land for a birdie.
Sure is. Holyn. Ooh, wow, pushing really straight. This is a huge... She's got to be thinking eagle here, too.
She definitely is.
That's so much height to put on the disc. And
And I'm not sure if it was intentional, but I feel like it is because she's going for eagle.
it sure seems like it
Yeah.
is. I mean, she got to, what, 100 feet yesterday down the tunnel? Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Paige overturning this, and late right is good, but not that late.
And not that right.
Yeah.
Missy kind of aiming for the bottom branches on that tree, and I think that's a great play. She's going to be a little pinched to the right, but like Erika said, there are more gaps on the right side than the left.
Owen lined up pretty well for this forehand. Should be quick work for her. This is another one where if you don't have a look for birdie, you're pretty mad at yourself.
Nice little stretched out
Ooh.
patent pending from Missy.
Pretty. I don't know if Paige is going to be able to make anything happen from over here.
I can't tell. Oh, she went more
Okay.
into the rough than I thought.
Me too.
Okay,
Nice
cool.
out.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I thought she was much earlier and more right than that.
Yeah.
She finds a little gap over there.
I think she made that gap.
She didn't. She created
That
that.
was an impressive shot.
Holyn just a little chip shot.
I love that she's hunting eagles. Who cares if it's illegal? Paige for birdie, leaves it low. Boy, she's in that string of gray. Holyn for birdie.
Looks like our camera guys made a little friend. Glowy little friend. Another birdie for Missy Gannon. There was one eagle today.
Ooh, who? Tell me.
And from the bullseye.
No way.
Yeah.
Someone parked it?
Kona Montgomery.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if it was a backhand
I
or
know
forehand.
it could be either with her. I want to say backhand.
I want to say backhand too, but her forehand's been. She
her
throws them-
forehand's good for sure. But
she throws them more on approaches. I feel like it was a backhand.
I bet. Either way, what an eagle from Kona.
Yeah, one eagle, 29 birdies today, 63% of the field. This one averaged at 0.65 under par. So easiest hole of the day. Hopefully they don't change it.
Yeah, we love it.
We love this hole. It's
so much.
Fun. And the wind's kind of blocked on this tee pad. It's one of the few places where you get to throw downhill and you're not thinking about the wind. Hole 14, a new hole for us this year. We play the shorter tee pad from where we played last year and try to work our drivers up this hill. There's OB on the left and right. If you land at the bottom, it is flat, but it is a crush from down there to try to get up and over this stanchion and rope barrier. I would say it takes about 360 feet of power from the flat. So I like to try to get a little bit higher up the hill with my drive and keep that shot to more of a 300-ish foot standstill shot. The basket's blind from pretty much everywhere, so you're just throwing at space and hoping to get a little ground play as it is kind of far back to the left. There was wind on this hole. Look at the flags blowing opposite directions on opposite sides of the fairway.
Bizarre.
That happens so often out here.
Holyn kind of keeping it low. She did the same thing yesterday, I think, kind of trying to get that footing advantage.
Well, this hole, even though it looks super wide, the OB on both sides makes it scary to go huge when you don't know what the wind is doing at all.
Very true.
You can see everybody going super conservative here.
Honestly, all I'm thinking about is that post and rope stanchion up top.
Paige trusting this disc.
Yeah, she did the same thing yesterday, going absolutely huge. It did get her the birdie yesterday. Some tricky footing up there, but man, it's fun to watch that disc fly that far.
Yeah, that is such an impressive tee shot. Here's Holyn from just past the flat. You got to have big distance to go here. And she
has it. Yeah.
Has enough spin on the disc to get the ground play at the end, and that's the hardest thing to do.
And the under the rope play.
Yep. What stanchion? Missy doing what I see most players do, getting up over on top of the hill, but not quite having enough spin left to get the ground play.
Did the same thing yesterday. She actually hit the rope, which was insane today, not quite getting all the way there.
Yeah, the wind definitely toying with her disc a bit.
Man, Paige almost able to see this thing. So cool. Leaves this one high, though.
Ooh,
and yeah, she's going to be obstructed badly.
Rough is kind of brutal over there, too.
Yeah.
Own outside circle 2.
Gives it a go. Missy from just a step closer, still outside circle 2.
26 competitors got to circle 2 in regulation, over half the field, but only 9 were able to get to circle 1 in regulation. So this basket's tough to reach.
Paige not left with a real look at it.
Holyn, the only remaining birdie look. Oh, man.
Leaves it low.
There were 9 birdies on the hole today. This is one that everyone knows they can get, but with these conditions especially, it's not one that you're banking on.
No, for me, I consider this a bonus. It's just like I can get to circle 2 reliably, but yeah, that finding that inside the circle is obviously incredibly difficult if only 9 people are getting there.
Yeah, and there's no OB to worry about on the second half, so you can just go to Hammertown. But yeah, there was only 2 bogeys on the day, so it's like a friendly hole.
Yeah.
But just so far up that hill. I think that's the steepest hill of the day. I think walking up that hill.
I'm with you. I was panting afterwards for sure. Yeah. I was thinking about that hill. And this one is very fun to throw down. Hole 15, a par 5, we saw Kat Murch and Danny Clyden throw their tee shots. Again, anywhere around this tee pad is great. I do agree with Madison that kind of shorter or more left opens up the gap better. If you go a little too deep, that right side is a little bit skinnier and trickier, but doable with the backhand. It's definitely friendlier for a forehand second shot. Final shot, we saw both Danny and Kat nail it, but it is not easy to do what they did. It's very technical. It's very punishing to end up on the rough either side. This is one where if you end up in the rough and you try to get aggressive, you can end up taking multiple strokes and just kind of chipping from one side of the rough to the other. No way it's on the tee pad. Okay, I like to play that that's a free stroke, and I think we all should do that.
Yep, Erika's rules.
Yep. Cool shot. It's funny because that is absolutely the aiming point.
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever seen that on coverage?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Oh, this is way too huge.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pitch out land for sure.
Love this shot from Missy.
Yeah, make sure to get it down.
Definitely extending the hole a little bit by playing out to that right side.
Yeah, not many women doing what Kat Murch did and getting all the way around the corner. Looks like Paige is trying to do it. Come on, fade more, fade more, fade more.
Oh, so
On the
close
edge.
to good.
Yeah, everyone's still kind of figuring this hole out. We have played it in previous years, but it's been a while. They made it a par 3 for a while, remember?
Yep.
And then
With the basket in the rough on that left side.
it's been pretty stable as that par 4 for a few years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the par 3 was like an aceable, but very poke and hopey kind of a par
Yes.
3.
So interesting to bring a tee pad into play like that and run up to the back of it. What a great shot.
Yeah, Owen pushing the rough just as much as she could.
Oof. Holyn looking at a whole lot of nothing. Well, she gets out there nicely.
Yeah, she sure does.
It's nice that she didn't have to pitch backward.
Paige with a patent pending. She's far enough where this gap isn't as narrow as it can be. And she's able to cover some distance.
That's great. Yeah, she'll have a chance to attack for birdie. And this is always an interesting shot because you see some women kind of take some off and not get super far. I think a more common place to leave it kind of low and just barely crest the hill. Holyn putting some height under it and gotta find that right side rough, but hopefully not too deep.
Missy looks like she's got a faster disc in hand, but she's keeping it low.
Yeah, such a good play. You can usually find circle
Oh.
2 and maybe even the circle.
Cool play.
Yeah, she's a master at that. I think that's the play for like getting a conservatively aggressive, if
Yep.
you will.
Yeah. Ooh.
Paige aggressively aggressive.
Yep.
And
But it's going to work.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
It's
okay.
going to work.
Man, I'm glad that worked out because that was one heck of a shot.
You can see, like, about time.
Come on. Owen's third. This is a more typical shot that you see. And man, absolutely perfect. Beautiful.
Playing the hill as you should.
Uh-oh.
And
Okay, whew.
yeah, Holyn showing us what can happen here once you get into the rough at all. Just kind of ping-ponging a little, but she's able to get up on the green and recover the bogey.
Yeah, saving single bogey from where she was off the tee is respectable for sure.
There were only 8 birdies on this hole today.
Missy,
Oh, man, that looked like it went through the basket.
it did. Gives it a good run.
Look at Paige firmly on the string of par.
No, and she
the string of gray.
stays. Man,
That's a frustrating round today.
Yeah.
In position so often. Owen going to take one of those 8 birdies today.
Yeah, what's worse, in position and just taking a lot of pars, or like birdie bogey and around par? What do you think?
I think the first one.
Yeah?
Yeah. The bogey, at least you're out there living your life, you know? And the string of gray, you're just like, do I exist?
Am I even real?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Uh-huh. Is anything real?
Yeah.
Paige and Missy with the pars. Holyn going to take the bogey. Back to a 3-stroke game. Owned, though, now in solo second. And checking back in with Silva Sarnen ahead on hole 16. Another difficult par 3. This one a little bit more reachable, but so punishing. A lot of OB strokes on this bad boy.
It's such a narrow gap. I would say 3/4 of the way down the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
It was a ripping headwind.
Yes.
Ripping headwind.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to get a disc to flip through or force turn through that little teeny gap is so scary. She's running this.
Yeah.
She's
the
a
OB's like 10
freak.
feet behind that. We know she's good for those long circle, too. She don't miss those.
Man, that wind was so high on that green, too. That's a great putt.
Well, and her drive. I mean, she wasn't even worried about it at any point. So impressive.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the Hold My Bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Here's the hole we just watched Silva take a birdie on. It's just under 400 feet. It's slightly downhill, but it doesn't really feel like it helps you that much. The gap is maybe 15 or 20 feet wide, and it is so scary. If you come into contact with this fir tree, sometimes you get lucky and sneak in bounds, but most times you do not. Problems that you can run into is accidentally overthrowing the hole a little bit. If you try to just blast a stable distance driver, you can find yourself OB left or deep. There's a drop zone if you do not land safely on the island, and the OB, it comes up really quickly behind on that putt to save your par.
Owen showing us that headwind. I don't think that has a chance of coming back. We did see everyone land safe yesterday. An impressive feat. You rarely see that. We are going to see some drop zone putts today.
Yeah, with the wind the way that it is, the direction that it is today, it's going to up the difficulty of this substantially for the FPO field that is not able to just throw an overstable mid-range. Missy getting lucky, getting through that fir tree, as we hope you do. Paige trying to hyzer flip something.
Yeah, too far to the right. Often happens when you put a little bit too much power behind it.
Yeah, it's so enticing to throw a slower speed disc here, kind of dumb it down, but you do have to pump it.
You really do.
You find your mid-range often on that right side. I like how Holyn's kind of smoothing a faster disc here.
Yeah, so good, but not good enough. Oh, yeah, she is not happy with that one. It looked perfect.
It did look perfect. It managed to get underneath the low-hanging branches that Missy is struggling right now to just get her approach shot under.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
Oh,
shot get punished.
Owen giving it a floaty bid.
I love a floaty bid on this one.
This,
Oh, she wasn't going for it?
it was just a pitch up.
Look at this headwind. You see how fast that grass blew out of Paige's hand?
Is Paige running? She running it?
I think she's thinking about running it.
Just a straight headwind.
Yeah, that was a run.
Centered up again. Holyn feels extra punished here.
Yeah, it sucks that she can't just take it from where it went out. But they changed that. I believe Simon Lizotte broke the hole when he would just blast past the basket and then have a tap in par.
But I feel like that should be fair game for FPO.
Yeah, right?
That's so impressive.
You know how hard is to blast past that thing?
Yeah. It's 400 feet. And speaking of impressive, Missy's putt here.
Yeah.
She's got ice in her veins because that right to left crosswind from her angle is tough. This played as the second most difficult hole of the day. There was only 4 birdies. Only 11 competitors got to circle 2 in regulation. This was the most OB'd hole of the day with 29 OB strokes.
Oh,
There was 54% of the field with a bogey or worse. Just hole 16 on a windy day.
and also generally on any day.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's often 50% OB. Just a hard hole. Missy, a par that feels like a birdie with that one. And our lead card still leading, holding strong. Hole 17, a scoreable par 5, but boy is this tee shot difficult. It's 755 feet. If you have a powerful enough backhand like we saw from Holyn and Paige, you can get to that berm on the right side. Most FPO kind of having some trouble with that left side OB that they brought in. Forehand is also a play you can do off the tee. And then second shot, you see a variety of things. You see some layups kind of to the left side and try to make it straight up the hill. Occasionally you see people leave it a little bit too far to the right and then go up and over the right side rough on the third shot. They did clear out the corner, which is nice, but anything in the rough here is, I swear this is the worst rough on the course, that right side stuff before the green.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. It's okay. It's not the worst, but it's up there.
It's just tall, too.
It's very tall. Missy gonna find herself in bounds, but in a strange spot. Finding the classic bush.
I don't want to say it's a play, but it kind of is with the FPO landing zone being so pinched off. You see a ton of discs winding up in that bush trying to avoid that pinched off OB line.
Look at the wind take a hold of this thing.
This is one of the holes that was the most difficult to try to decide what direction the wind is coming from.
It was the windiest spot on the course for me anyway today as well.
Yep, it was up there. You can see Holyn is looking like a headwind, maybe a left to right, but the flags that were on hole 1 just to the left of us were mostly right to left today. Felt like a headwind, I think, the most often from this tee pad.
Yeah. What a shot. I thought she was going like deep, and then it's actually so far to the left. That's crazy.
Sometimes this was sort of a tailwind shot from this angle. It really just depended on the moment.
That is great distance and placement from Paige. Beautiful. Own in a little bit better spot than yesterday. Still having to go pretty extreme patent penning and getting really good distance. We'll probably see that up and over play or perhaps a forehand from there.
Missy in the wide open, but with some funky footing.
Look at that black flag behind. Oh, it was just like really ping-ponging around back there.
Missy not quite committing to the shot here with the wind. Grip blocking just a bit.
Holyn in eagle position. Just going to go for the birdie.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's really smart.
The wind was especially brutal up at the green.
Yeah. Yeah, forehand from Own. Definitely takes a whole lot of power and or flex to get all the way up the hill. She does, land. I think just inside the circle is going to roll outside of it to the left side rough.
That's
She's bummed.
brutal. Yeah, because that's a hard shot too. It came out so fast, like it has to.
Missy up and over the right side. Little turning shot.
Ooh, coming in hot.
Nice footwork from the stat keeper.
Paige lined up nicely to the gap. Just a little putter shot up the hill.
Man, you know the course is hilly if Tom isn't pushing a cart around. He's wearing the bag.
Yeah, that's true.
You never see that.
No.
Paige going to be up there for a look at it. Here's Holyn's third shot.
She's working a hyzer where there isn't really one.
Works great.
Just kidding, it does. It's so good. Sets up nicely inside the bullseye.
Oof. Oh, not left with much of a look here.
Oh,
She would.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
Come
'Cause that was
on.
a good shot up
Yeah,
the hill.
it was a good shot up the hill. What a putt. Look,
The fact that she didn't
look
have
at
to
Look
fall.
at this.
Is she inside the circle?
I think she's just outside.
Because she doesn't fall at all. No
Yeah.
step,
What
no
core
nothing.
strength?
Dude, core strength, wrist strength. That's Oh, knows it. That's one of the putts of that's one of the highlight putts of the weekend. For sure.
Absolutely.
Maybe of like the summer. I mean, that's incredible. Oh man.
String of gray continues. Missy's birdie putt from circle's edge.
Sometimes I think that's the heaviest thing you can carry is the string of gray.
Yeah.
It's just a single string, but it's like might as well be tungsten.
I think that is what it's made of, actually. Wow. Two birdies on hole 17 is pretty dang solid, especially in the wind. It's crazy to watch what it does to the discs out there.
There were only 9 birdies on 17 today, and that really shows how windy it truly was because we had a lot more than that yesterday.
Holyn gonna continue to lead the way, 3 strokes ahead of Own, 4 ahead of Missy, 5 ahead of Paige. Hole 18, a pretty difficult finishing hole, though we are seeing more birdies than ever on it seems. OB left and right, you gotta shoot through the gap on the first. You see backhands and forehands. You usually have to challenge the right side to find your way close to the top of this hill. We saw, I believe Holyn and Paige get all the way up where they could almost see the basket. It's more typical to have a blind shot around the corner that has the OB really pinch in on either side, particularly the left. So you do have to be very careful on the approach. It's pretty risky. And yeah, just get the birdie. Just do it. Most FPO thinking par on this one.
This was a consistently ripping tailwind today. It made it difficult to get as far up the hill as you want to be able to attack for birdie.
Holyn went backhand yesterday, goes forehand today. Finds the out of bounds. I find this forehand so difficult, and
agree.
I throw forehands anywhere I can.
Yeah, I kind of see why she did it though, probably because of the tailwind.
Yes.
But yeah, that one she juices just a little too much.
Oof.
Missy off the stanchion.
Paige with a nice looking angle.
Yeah, she's not scared of this tailwind.
Yeah.
She gives it height. She just crushes that backhand. I think a branch might have slowed her down at the end.
It did. It knocked her straight down.
Dang.
Yeah, I would have loved to see where that ended. It was a great shot.
Yeah, I think it was going to be in bounds.
Missy just going to lay up. Pretty typical play if you're out of position. Holyn?
Even if you're in position. Very
It's
typical
true.
play.
You're right. Kind of looks like she's sending this one. And that tree is right on the edge of, wow, out of bounds. So impressive to have that much power to
Honestly,
even hit circle 2.
Oh, what a freak.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. That is a freaky decision, what she just did there. Oh, man. Own just needs a little bit more height on that.
Man, Paige way up here.
It's
Man,
crazy.
that's then Branch really knocked her straight down.
It sure did.
It had so much power. And this looks really, really good.
Yay.
And it's in bounds.
This is a ball don't lie moment. This putt needs to find the bottom.
Right.
Of the cage.
Give her the
I mean,
birdie to finish. She's been working so hard.
Get in those chains. Owns third. No problem. This is a scary little approach shot.
Missy close enough to make it a pretty simple little fierce approach.
This played as a tie for the 4th most difficult hole today. There were only 5 birdies. Holyn with the OB stroke has some work to do to save her par.
Yeah, you're right though. Crazy, freaky that she's even in position to try to save the par.
Oh, Oh, man, I thought Paige was closer than that.
Me too. I thought she was inside. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
Want it so bad for her. Just one of
And-
those days.
She's just wanting to probably rip discs into the rough right now. Just the rage of a string of gray on a day where you're not throwing that bad.
No, she was throwing good,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, very professional out there, and I believe still going to be on lead card. We'll
Yep.
check in here in a second. And man, a lot of movement, kind of. A lot of bogeys, a lot of birdies, a lot of changes, but like overall, kind of still a stable score from where they started. And they all still, I believe, remain on the lead card going into tomorrow. So weird day.
Yeah.
Weird
Very
windy
weird day.
You looked at the weather for tomorrow?
I have not yet. I can do it real quick, but I feel like this is what everyone's scorecard looked like today. I mean, besides Paige's, that was real. That stinks. But you're going to see a lot of birdies, a lot of bogeys. The wind was highly unpredictable. I believe tomorrow we are supposed to have less wind. Let's see. It's going to be a little bit chillier and 5 to 15 miles per hour, so less. But yeah, a little bit chillier, a little less sunshine on the day.
Pretty tight race going into tomorrow. Holyn only 2 strokes on Own, 3 on Missy, and 4 on Paige. Silva Sarnen, I believe, shot that 6 down to she's 6 down overall anyway, so within striking distance potentially. And Madison Woodard with another 6 down.
The
Pretty
cut line's right at 5 over par, 23 out of 46. Going to make it tomorrow to play on Sunday. So we have a nice little battle going on at the cut line as well. Not as much scoring separation ever here at D-Glow, especially as we get down to the players on the cut line. So very exciting to watch there as well. Not just for the winners. Boring.
Boring. You know what? Let's abandon this. Go watch the cut line battle.
We want to see the cut line battle.
That's what I say.
That's where the real desperation is. Okay, well, we have 2 more rounds out here at Tobaggan Disc Golf Course. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Don't forget.
Oh.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
If I didn't say it, she was going to say it.
I almost forgot though.
Go follow us on YouTube. We're trying to get to 500,000 and we're so close, and we can stop saying it if you just go click the button.
Click it.
Okay, bye.
Feel fine. Get to watch your body and I feel that sunshine. Get up on my body, no